I'm on my phone, guys, so bear with me. You know, the design is for streets, and I wanted to make sure it didn't include the school's private drive, which they're requesting, which they want. I thought the utilities were in place, so I'm not sure what study is needed or what's needed in utilities if they were already in place. I'm confused.
Yeah, okay, so so all the utilities are on 18th Street. So that 18th Street has the sanitary, 18th Street has the water. Those are the two main ones. But if we're gonna extend Central Avenue up, or to the south, it would make sense that we take those utilities to the south also.
Okay, that's a legitimate explanation. I accept that. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, well, I mean, so it becomes usable for the school, but then it also becomes usable for any development on
Future.
the east side of Central. But then it can also be extended as if development happens further south, we'll just continue extending those utilities.
Okay. Okay, and then I know I said I'd be quiet, and I apologize, I obviously lied. So is this design gonna figure out some sort of a turnaround? Because right now in Clark's simple mind, he sees Central going up, whatever it is, 2,000 feet with a whole bunch of elementary traffic, just absolutely, what are we doing with that traffic when it gets to the south end of this proposed plan, project, Central?
Discussion has already been that will have some sort of turnaround on it.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Motion to approve the agreement with ISG to provide professional services for the Central Avenue Extension Project in the not-to-exceed amount of $127,710.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? If not, we'll do roll call, please.
Pick,
Yes.
Bruns,
Yes.
Goodchild,
No.
Wick,
Yes.
Sturgeon,
Yes.
Motion carried. Moving on to action item E3, ISG Services Agreement Municipal Park. Attached is a services agreement with INS Group ISG to provide design and bidding services for the municipal park renovations. The project is part of the Community Betterment 3 projects that will run through the Lamar's Area Betterment Foundation. The project consists of Willow Creek Banquet Hall expansion, tennis and pickleball courts, parking lot expansion, and an outdoor fitness court. Administration recommends council approve the agreement. The cost will be covered by the city using local option sales tax funds as part of the city's $5.5 million contribution to the Community Betterment 3 projects.
All right, so this is essentially the next stage. They've gone through preliminary design and meetings of that stuff. So this gets us through the final design and the bidding of the project.
Do you have an estimate on what this project's gonna cost?
The latest was just over 6 million. It had at one
Okay,
time.
so with a
Yeah, as of a month ago, that estimate was in the eight something million. So we've shaved it back a little bit.
So with O'Toole and this, we will spend the lion's share of the committed 11 million, correct?
Yes.
And that was
Thank
the
you.
plan originally as well. I mean, as it was proposed, that those two were the biggest projects.
Yeah, it'll be
Far
close,
away.
Clark,
Yeah.
if
They were.
I think our estimate for O'Toole, if I remember back, at the time of it going out for bid was 3 million something, 3.4 or something like that. I believe
Right.
That, if I remember, that bid came in at 2.9 or something.
Right, I know it was shaved back, and that was wonderful. And as far as this municipal one and enlarging that facility, I think it's phenomenal. I think it's a great idea, so I'm not pushing back. I just want to make sure we understand that we're, on those two projects, we're probably eating up the majority of our budget. So I just wanted to make that point clear.
Yeah, yeah.
But again, just as a reminder, costs of all of these improvements are through local option sales tax and private funding. So there's no other public money that's being used on these projects.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about the
So
future.
I missed that. I missed that, Steve, or
Yeah, Clark, I was just.
I missed that. What was that,
Just commenting that all of these projects are funded through local option sales tax and private donations. So there's no additional public money that's going into these projects.
Right, except the 5.5 million that the city committed in,
Which is right. Right, local option.
Increase in parks. Right, okay.
Right.
We're saying, but yeah.
Yeah, it's local option sales tax money, correct.
Yeah.
Motion to approve the
Okay,
agreement with
thank you.
ISG to provide professional services for the municipal park in the not-to-exceed amount of $525,000.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Wick,
Yes.
Sturgeon,
Yes?
Goodchild,
Yes.
Bruns,
Yes.
Hick.
Yes.
Motion carried. Moving on to action item E4, Centennial Building Demolition Project, award of contract. Council set this date to consider the bids for the Centennial Building Demolition Project. A total of 7 bids were received and opened on October 1st, 2025 at 2 p.m. Bid results are as follows. DeCarlo Demolition, $197,275. Linco, $210,000. Triple D Contracting, $228,000. Kellen Excavating, $230,000. Cleveringa Excavating, $248,500. CL Construction, $285,034. Door and Associates, $324,700. Administration recommends the council award the project to DeCarlo Demolition, which is the lowest bidder at $197,275. Costs are eligible for TIF reimbursement. Estimate was $247,300.
Where's that firm from?
Would you say Jan Des Moines?
Des Moines.
Thank you.
I just point out for the public again, because we'll hear about it later, I believe the amount is if you're over 100,000, that you go to the bid process. You can't just go with the local person. Mike can correct me if I'm wrong on the amount, but I think that's what the bidding laws in Iowa is, anything over 100,000.
Your amount might be off a little bit. It's published annually by the Department of Transportation, but it's right in that area.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's, I think, I believe, Mark, it's 50-some thousand for this,
type of
these
project?
type of things. If you're
Distinguishes
building
between
a-
vertical and horizontal infrastructure.
Okay,
If
all
you're
right.
building a building or something, then it's 160 something, maybe.
No, thanks for the correction. I looked it up, it must have been looking on the wrong section. No.
And this whole thing called for December 12th, I believe, completion. So,
Good. And this will give us a leveled, flat lot,
Seated?
seated?
City will see
City will
it
see
in the
it.
spring,
Okay.
most likely.
We'll save whatever trees we can.
Yeah, we looked at them all. Have you looked at them?
I haven't recently.
The two I thought about saving are split already. They're split, the trunks, so they're coming out. And then the evergreens, they're coming out also. So the only one that's gonna be left is one right on the corner.
Alright.
And that's not ours, so that's why that's.
That's why it's being saved.
Tree killers.
Motion to adopt Resolution 2548, awarding the contract in the amount of $197,275 to DeCarlo Demolition for the Centennial Building Demolition Project.
Goodchild, second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Pick,
Yes.
Sturgeon,
Yes.
Wick,
Yes.
Goodchild,
Yes.
Bruns.
Yes.
Motion carried. Moving on to E5, Southwest Commercial Development Project. ISG has prepared plans, specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost for the Southwest Commercial Development Project. The development is at the intersection of 24th Street Southwest and Key Avenue on 35 acres purchased by the Lamar's Business Initiative Corporation. The project consists of city utilities and paving infrastructure. The anticipated schedule is as follows: October 21st, 2025, public hearing. November 12th, 2025, bid opening at 2 p.m. November 18, 2025, council award. Administration recommends council proceed to a public hearing. The project estimate is $3,476,329.50.
I'll make a motion to establish October 21st, 2025 at 12 p.m. as the date and time for a public hearing on plan specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost of the Southwest Commercial Development Project, and to establish November 12th, 2025 at 2 p.m. to receive and open bids, with said bids considered at the November 18th, 2025 meeting.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on that?
Yeah, I just remind the public once again that this is to set a public hearing. It's probably best to bring the concerns during and before the public hearing rather than after the final vote. Thank you.
Amen.
With that, we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Sturgeon,
Yes.
Bruns,
Yes.
Goodchild,
Yes.
Pick,
Yes.
Wick.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Just maybe add to that, as we heard in yesterday's meeting, city's economic development director, Mark Gall, has significant, I would say significant interest in that development already. So I think it will not be long before we start to see things happening there.
Yeah, and the plan is, this would be in a TIF district, and the sale of the lots would pay back our expenses on those, so. 18th Street Southeast Drainage Repair Project. E6, Civil Engineers and Contractors LLC, CEC, has prepared plans, specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost for the 18th Street Southeast Drainage Repair Project. The project involves the construction of an additional storm sewer intakes and the upsizing of existing pipe. Proposed schedule: October 21, 2025, public hearing. November 6, 2025, bid opening at 1 p.m. November 18, 2025, council award, and to be determined completion date estimated at 20 working days. Administration recommends council proceed to a public hearing. The estimate for the project is $155,000 to be funded by the Stormwater Fund.
Completion is to be determined because we may get a contractor that has time to do it this fall yet, or in the spring, depending on how long it takes for them to get supplies and stuff. But if you remember, this is, by what I've included in here, this is to correct and try to solve some current issues we're having in that area as far as flooding on 18th Street, water sitting. So that's the reason for the additional intakes, to grab that water and upsize of the pipes to get it into that detention basin.
Motion to establish October 21, 2025 at 12 p.m. as a date and time for a public hearing on plans, specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost for the 18th Street Southeast drainage repair project, and to establish November 6, 2025 at 1 p.m. to receive and open bids with said bids considered at the November 28, 25 meeting, November 18, 25 meeting.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Goodchild,
Yes.
Wick,
Yes.
Pick,
Yes.
Sturgeon,
Yes.
Bruns.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to discussion items. Jason, you're up.
I have nothing in particular. The only active project we have going right now, as of today, is the rail extension across 27th Street in the depth of Industrial Park 4th Edition. Yeah, as you can see by all these action items, we have a lot of projects. 4. So, yeah, it's gonna be pretty busy. That's all I have, and then David wanted to talk.
Good afternoon,
Hi, Chief.
Fire Chief Shipper. It's me, even though my hair color's changed. Thanks for mentioning how the chemo affects things, Steve. I appreciate that.
You're looking smarter every day.
I know, right? Right? It's blonde. It's not gray, it's blonde.
Yeah.
So, a couple things. Fire Prevention Week, Steve's got his badge on. Mark, you got a certificate and a patch, but you didn't get the badge, so.
I did get that.
Anyway, thanks for participating in our first ever Citizens Academy. I think it was a great success. I think it opens eyes to how much stuff we really do besides fire. You know, fire is about 20% of all the rescue things and EMS things and things like that. We had 520 people at our Pancake Feed Sunday, so I can't thank the public enough. Great donations, again, great support. We were able to pay for our bulletproof vests that we got for domestic situations, active shooter, hostile environments that we can go to at the PD now to protect our people. So I can't thank the public enough for that. But the reason I gave Steve the little badge to put on was it is Fire Prevention Week, so we want to remind people to have 2 ways out of their homes, check their smoke detectors, which change your clock, change your battery really isn't until November 2nd this year when we do the fallback in the fall 1 hour. But we want to make sure people are checking things. The kids will be coming home with their color books, sticker books. We sent those out to about 1,500 students, and we're doing approximately 22 talks this month. As a matter of fact, there's 2 going on at the station right now during this council meeting with a couple of grades from Galen that bust down, got to see the station and sit through a little video we show them and stuff. And I really believe that program works. We got a lot of businesses and individuals that donate to buy those color books. No city tax money spent on that stuff. And we get great donations every year to send all those children that information on fire safety. And so I can't thank those people as well enough for supporting that program over the last 25, 30 years. It's been a great success, and I really believe that's why we don't have what other communities have for juvenile fire setter programs or fire setter issues. We don't have. I don't know if that's what I was supposed to do or not. But we really haven't had a lot of kids playing with fire, and I think that's because of the outreach we do and things like that. We have more kids that report fires that they spot walking home from school than other things that they're doing things they're not supposed to. So thanks to everybody for that. Thanks for letting me talk, Jason.
Do you still teach stop, drop, and roll?
We do.
Okay.
Stop, drop, and roll. Call 911 for an emergency. Don't play with matches. Have 2 ways out of your home. There's lots of things, but yeah, we cover all that. You still remember that? You want to demonstrate?
Well, I would have guessed as a kid that I would have been on fire a lot more than I have been in my lifetime. We learned stop, drop, and roll.
And in quicksand. There's a couple.
I heard that from your dad too. But anyway, but thank you again for the support of the council and the city and the citizens and things. We're working on a fire station. I know some people have seen that bond amount dollar and they've panicked. It's not going to be that high. Okay, we had to set it somewhere because we don't know what prices are going to be or tariffs and all that stuff in the future. But right now our cost is looking at 10 to 12 million, not 16. But we don't know when we go to build where it's gonna be at. But we've got support already from some industries and other people to help offset that cost as well. We haven't got dollars amount from them yet because we gotta make sure it passes first. But then we'll be able to come out with some announcements on that stuff as well. So make sure you vote November 4th.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chief.
And there is 2 open houses, did you mention that?
Yes, Monday night the 13th, I'm sorry, thank you, Jason. So Monday night, October 13th at 6:30, and Thursday night, Monday night, October 13th at 6:30, yes, and Thursday night, October 16th at 6:30. Both stations will be opened up and staffed, so come look. Mark's seen it firsthand, come see how tight things are. You know, the need is now. And if the town does grow like it has, just in the past couple of years, in the future, we're already out of room. We have no room for more staff, we have no room for more trucks or equipment, or the demand that we're facing now. So we've got to do something. You know, the biggest thing is, if it doesn't pass, we're gonna have to try to come back with it again. That's the only way we can fund something like this, that's that large. For us to have 583,000 pancake feeds to bring in the money we brought in Sunday to do that is kind of impossible. So we appreciate everybody's support. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And I did think of one other thing. I mentioned it yesterday when we had our update on the development plan with the Business Highway 75 reconstruction project coming up. There is going to be public meeting to allow public input on what happens with that corridor. And that's going to be November 6th out at the Willow Creek Banquet Hall. Advertising will start happening for that meeting. Postcards are going to go out to residents to come out and just give their input at that event, or there will be a link, a QR code that they can scan to get to a survey of some sort where they can leave comments if they can't attend that. So just, there'll be, like I said, there'll be more advertising for that coming out soon, so.
Thank you. Joe?
I don't have anything today.
Mark?
I just reinforce